We're going to continue with Steve Quayle 5 minutes into the next hour. Then for 20, 30 minutes or so, we have Chuck Baldwin, running mate, who was at the MIAC report hearings in Missouri about the feds making local police secret police, listing gun owners, veterans, Ron Paul supporters, libertarians, Christians as terrorists, period. So that's coming up. Then we've got the lady out of Lubbock suing Obama over using the fake name Barack Obama when it's Barry Soetoro on his passport. So whether he was born in Kenya or not, the issue is he's got a fake name. This guy's a total mystery man. We're going back to Steve Quayle to break down how he sees things unfolding, and if, in his expert opinion, I really respect Steve, he thinks we have ways of changing this or having another outcome. I think we do, but I'm not sure about that, or I want his take on it. But for the next 3 minutes, I drugged Ted Anderson in here. Ted Anderson bought a bunch of gold and silver when it was 905, 911, 915, 920. And he's got different groups at different prices. Gold is at $993 plus today. Gold is up just a massive amount today. Gold is up over $13.60 today. It's up over $50 in the last week. It is pushing 1,000, and that's Steve was starting to talk about. Well, we'll get Steve's take it for Ted goes on this, because Steve's also a big researcher on the economy for years and a big supporter of gold. But a lot of things are happening with the economy right now. The dollar is doing strange things. The economy's doing strange things. The media is saying everything's wonderful. They wanted to fearmonger to get you to give up all your liberties and freedoms and accept the Bank of the World. But things started deteriorating so fast, now they're telling you everything's great, but Main Street is contracting while they dump trillions into the stock market, which is now starting inflation going. And that was on the news today. So I want to bring Ted Anderson up from Midas Resources, because he can't hold this much longer. Ted, tell folks why we see gold exploding. 30 years in the business, Midas Resources, and then tell them about the gold and silver you've got at the super lower prices than the market is now.
Well, the bottom line is the world market does not want to have U.S. dollars as the main exchange for currency across the globe. They're trying to get away from that factor. The United States is printing money like crazy. The TARP money and everything that's gone into the bailouts, that's why you're seeing gold and silver go up. The velocity of that money is entering into the marketplace and pushing up commodity prices. Right now, gold is just peaking at $1,000 an ounce. Alex, the only reason why I didn't change my prices today is not because I have the inventory so much anymore, is because I haven't had time to catch up to what's going on in the marketplace. It's going crazy right now. So I have my prices still posted at yesterday's prices. I won't have it like this tomorrow unless if gold takes a big dive, and I doubt that'll happen. But we are sitting right now with those Lakota coins at $19.70, priced at what silver was close to, what, $13.50 when I put them there, and it's over $15 an ounce. And we have gold, the francs right now at $2.16. I mean, that's down when gold was about $9.20, and now gold is sitting at $1,000. British sovereigns $2.66. I mean, we have tremendous amount of different items there. I would suggest if you're going to be getting involved with gold, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist right now. You can see the prices moving up. You should be calling us now and getting it.
Now, explain to people the different levels on the different gold and silver offers briefly, Ted, the different levels you bought in at, and then you're passing those savings on. You're not raising prices like all the other gold and silver brokers. You've got it on hand right now at prices they can't get it anywhere else.
Well, that's the reason why I'm saying that, Alex, is because of the fact that I have been buying into the dips, and we've seen 945, we've seen 913, we've seen 916. And when I see that coming around, I do buy. I try to get in contact with any wholesalers that I have or anybody that has supply, and I try to buy as much as I can. Just due to the fact, I mean, most normal circumstances, you wouldn't do this, but I just know that gold will come back around. Every time they beat it up, I get in there and I buy, because it only makes sense to me that it's going to come back around again, because we haven't solved the financial problems of this country, certainly not yet. And right now is a great opportunity to be getting in. Plus, also, I can say, surely, without a question, like, for instance, just take that Lakota coin, for example. The last time I priced it, it was I would have to put them at $20.40. If indeed I just priced it off of where silver is right now, just take, let's call it $15.50 an ounce. That's going to put that closer to $21.50. So that's just that's what the market has done.
You're using technical terms per ounce. You bought gold at what?
Yeah, well, the gold that I picked up, it was around that 911 to 916 level when I was picking up francs and selling for that $216 level in the British sovereigns.
So most of this gold was bought at the 915, 916. You're selling it with that factored in at the 992 plus level. Folks, give Ted Anderson, Midas Resources, a call. They'll be there till midnight tonight. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. Do not procrastinate. The globalists hate it when you buy silver and gold. This is a win-win-win, extremely good deal, insanely good deal. 800-686-2237 or MidasResources.com. Tell them it's the Alex Jones special, or you'll pay the 990 levels, not the 915, 916 level, 70-something, 80-something bucks cheaper. Again, 800-686-2237. Ted Anderson, thank you so much for popping in with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, Alex.
You bet. Steve, I apologize for making you hold for the last 4 minutes, but I know that's important. You were getting into the economy, but we went to break. I wanted to get into flu and the overall picture, how you see this unfolding and how we can hopefully stop it, any chances we've got of that. But briefly, gold, what's your view on what's happening with the economy?
Well, the bottom line is it's the engineered collapse of the Western banking system. And again, to all the pundits who said it would never happen, it's happening. And the situation is, again, Alex, to put it into perspective, the Chinese have just stated who owns the most U.S. dollar foreign reserves is China. China's taken those reserves and is buying all the natural resources around the world, rightly so. At least one thing people ought to understand about the Asian mentality, even in that world of China and Hong Kong, etc., is you still have a certain honor amongst those who trade on an international basis. When the United States issued toxic waste, weapons of financial mass destruction, and when the Chinese see that obviously there is no attempt by the current administration to rein in spending, the reason they're spending like there's no tomorrow is because they know the U.S. dollar is dead. It will have a fake rally. It will rally long enough to allow the international bankers to get out of all the dollars they can. Look, the international discount on dollars is already up to, I'm told, to 40%. In other words, if you want to dump $1 billion U.S. dollars for something else, you're going to take a 40% hit. Most of the money, if not all the money, that was gone into the TARP program and everything else to bail out the banks, listen, the middle class is being destroyed. Let me make it simple. Basic Economics 101. If you don't have a job and don't have money, you can't buy a house and you can't have any fun. You can't go recreating. You can't do anything. That's why the hotels are crashing. They're going into receivership. Restaurants, everybody is running out of cash, and even Cerebus, one of the biggest hedge funds, just denied access to the funds. I've been telling people, if you have an IRA, TO, 401k, any of those defined benefit plans, you're going to be locked out of them. And today, one of the stories that posted on my website, Steve Quayle, QUAYLE.com, is the fact that different hedge funds don't have the money. Real simple, Alex, here's the easiest thing to tell everybody. Every single bit of capital in the United States has been pledged or stolen. Pledged or stolen, and all we're doing is creating more debt, monetizing the debt, and then sloughing the responsibility for the debt off on the taxpayer. They're spending like there is no end. So what do we have? We have the Amero, or we jump into an Asian-backed commodity basket of currencies. Brazil, Russia, India, China could come up with a brick basket of currencies with a partial commodity backing. But here's the deal. There's a famous statement that money and gold go from weak hands to strong hands. And the strongest guys on the block right now are the Chinese. Jimmy Rogers has warned about it. There are a lot of us have been warning about it for 15 years. But when you're ahead of time, no one believes you until the time. And when the time comes that they're seeing it with their own eyes, you know how they respond? They deny it. they deny it. But they can't deny when they don't have anything in their checking account. And Alex, when this thing goes down, and there will be, I have in my possession the letters that have been initiated by a specific bank holding company to inform their clients. It's not internet bull, you know what, that basically everyone will be given a certain amount of money to withdraw from their account. They quote an executive order that's already been signed. All safety deposit boxes will be seized. Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming, and just because it didn't happen on the 26th, I can tell you point blank that they are getting ready to tank the economy. The international bankers, 300 million Americans have been raped, pillaged, and plundered. Now they're going to go to India and China and do the same thing there. But the Chinese are onto their game, and they're not going to buy into it.